The U.S. foreign policy clearly outlined what it deemed as national security threats recently. It mentioned Russia as being one of the threats, but ultimately the U.S. cited China as being its biggest national security threat. But is that so, and why would the U.S. feel that way? After all, it is the U.S. that is in China's backyard, bullying China in the South China Sea, that it is China that is posing a threat to its neighbors. Nevertheless, the U.S. in its first national security strategy paired China with Russia as revisionist powers that use technology, propaganda, and coercion to shape a world antithetical to U.S. interests and values. As a result, this has brought the two nuclear-powered nations closer together.
What China says true, is it, or does it ring hollow? No, it's true. It's true. But there's a lot of qualifications to that truth, I think. Putin, in particular, knows very well that the United States needs constant excuses for military action.
Amid tensions between the U.S. and China, Beijing has further strengthened its ties with Moscow. China says its relations with Russia are at the best level in history. The two sides have also forged closer military ties in the face of what they call Washington's unilateralism. There is no doubt a combined China-Russia military and economic power is a huge force and can push back the U.S.
Measuring military deterrence is very difficult, almost meaningless. Economic ones, however, have a lot of meaning, and it may be the one thing that Trump is dimly aware of, is how precarious actually the U.S. economy is. So the U.S. military is overstretched and basically hugely ineffective, and the economy is unraveling.
Trump's confrontational attitude will not be able to deter China and Moscow or cause their alliance to unravel, as pragmatic people within the U.S. ruling system are also aware that the U.S. president's policy of intimidation is not feasible and will get nowhere.
Russia is sort of the significant pivotal country here. Putin represents, and it's probably clearly his intention, to cooperate, form a very strong alliance with China and with Iran, and probably quite a few other countries, as a sort of opposition to, U.S. global hegemony. And in a sense, economically, this alliance, these alliances end up being much stronger economically than the United States. The U.S. economy is a disaster.
Thanks to the U.S. unilateralism and Trump's egotism and his underestimation of other countries have left Washington without any allies. Virtually no country in the world is siding with the U.S. president. He's also infamous for humiliating even America's traditional allies in Europe in a way that's unheard of. Some blame this on Trump's zero experience in politics, and some on the fact that he is incapable of changing his ways as a narcissist and a megalomaniac. Whatever the reason for the problems the U.S. is facing in the international arena, America is paying dearly for Trump team's policies, and anyone who has dared to challenge the U.S. president and his administration has been fired. While nearly 3 years are left before the end of his first term in office, the future of U.S. relations with the global community is absolutely unknown.